That's a good graphic. Where'd we come up with that?
It's number 21.
Number 21.
Deadpool number 21.
Right. Hey, we're live. Good morning, everyone. I always say good morning, and then people watch this on the rewind and they think, no, it's like midnight, and I'm checking this thing out.
Well, in case we don't see you then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Everybody, I'm Jay Hood. This is Coach Vic, and we've got my pal Al Schell with us, and we're here this morning to present to you pop culture, pop culture clobberin time.
It's pop culture clobberin time.
On this show,
on pop culture, right?
Yeah, man, you're breaking up again. On this show, we talk about all the things geeky that are fun: comic books, movies, toys, collectibles, model kits, spaceships, cars, planes, trains, and automobiles. We talk about all that today.
I thought we were talking about pop culture. I was ready to talk about Nelly's new country album he dropped yesterday.
I don't know how that relates.
It's pop.
Oh. And then there are pops. We can talk about.
You have a pop?
Have a pop culture. No, this is a show where if you turn in for like the high production values that you see on all these other fancy YouTube channels, you ain't gonna find it here. We're just a few guys sitting down, taking a break from all the worries of the rest of the week, talking about something fun, something geeky, something comic booky. Hopefully be a little bit entertaining and make you crack a smile. So, Al, how are you?
Am I breaking up pretty bad?
You are breaking up a little bit. We've got Discovery Bay joining us this morning from the West Coast. Good morning, Discovery Bay.
Good morning, Disco.
What?
Captain Crossy.
Yeah. That's been my state of mind this week. So I've been looking forward to doing this show. While I drink the coffee.
Yeah, he's been looking forward to doing this show. But he has been a little on edge this week. Don't know what the deal is. Guess it's just how work is. Things like that. We have to answer to people.
It's not even just work. It's everything. It's life. But hey, we're here to keep.
Oh my goodness!
So, and one of the lights in my life, man, I can't even talk.
You light up his life.
Keep rolling, pal.
All right. So.
Cheer up, because people are waking up to watch you, and they see you, and you look like Frankenstein just burned his thumbs. Come on.
So, Al, let's talk about. Okay, so when you were a kid,
I was never a kid. So,
yeah. What what level of importance did vehicles, spaceships, cars, and stuff like that play in your interests? Like, we know you're into the toys and cartoons and comic books and movies and all that kind of stuff, just like me. So just give me a little background on, like, as a kid, the things that you kind of noticed or got into.
It's the Batmobile, man. The 66 Batmobile on channel 32. I'd watch it. I love it. That was the car I wanted when I grew up. And I'm just seeing the black car with the red, orange pinstripe and driving down the street. It's all visual, man. Cars are visual. And you like to hear them run. I'm telling you, I like the Batmobile. I like Fred Flintstone's little push car thing.
Mm-hmm.
And a big part. Cars, vehicles themselves, spaceships. I mean, come on. We see the beginning of Star Wars with I break for nobody bumper sticker on the back of their, the big cruiser, or is it a destroyer, whatever it was. I mean, that's huge, man. It's a visual thing, and when people have cool vehicles, or I mean, even toys. If you go back in the toy aisle back in the 80s, you're like, oh man, look at the Road Ripper. Oh man, look at the, anything. The Mirage from the start of the Silverhawks. You guys don't know who they are. Sorry.
The baseball team?
Yeah. They don't exist anymore, do they?
I mean,
Yeah, that was
for me, I was even talking to my wife about like I got Al's Speed Buggy T-shirt on this morning.
Man, there's probably enough holes in it now.
But as you know, talking to her, it's like, yeah, this. Do you remember this cartoon? She's like, no, not really. I was like, it was the Scooby Doo knockoff where they had like, you know, had the Shaggy with Daphne and the Fred, and then the talking car was like he took the place of Scooby. And you know,
Yeah.
I think they even had the same voice actors do the characters, so it was that unoriginal.
Wow.
It was Hanna-Barbera, so
Yeah.
they can steal what they want.
So yeah, for me, it's a lot the same thing. Is, you know, you get of course the Batmobile, you get the Scooby Doo Mystery Machine, you know, showing up in the cartoons. I mean, in model kit parlance, we talk about the spaceships between Star Wars, Star Trek, and Space 1999. Of course, the Enterprise is, you know, iconic, one of the first TV spaceships.
I guess my car choice growing up was a little more realistic than you two, because it was all about the Lamborghini.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I had posters of Lamborghinis. Okay. I had to take some down because I was like, oh no. So it has nothing to do with the girl. It's all about the car. It's all about the car. She wasn't buying it. But Lamborghini Countach, yes. Mm-hmm. That was me.
That was you. What about in
and kid?
I was gonna say, did you notice anything in pop culture and TV or movies or anything?
Kid. There was this show called Automan. They had this little cursor that would build everything for him. Mm-hmm. I love that. I was like, I want the cursor so he could build me a helicopter, build me a plane, build me a car, whatever. But I think that show lasted
Automan.
Half a season. I love that show.
There's a reason for that. Remember Manimal? Manimal was on at the same time as Automan. So what are we doing, Hood? What are we doing, guys? We
are gonna break down our picks, what we think are some of the best vehicles from pop culture. So
we're gonna fight about it, right?
Sure. We always fight. We ain't fighting. We're not. I don't know. Something. Anyway, let's. Okay, who wants to go first?
Vic does.
Yeah, I'll go first. My cars are usually no upsetting.
We're gonna go 5, do all 5s, then do all 4s.
Yeah.
And no, it's not just because it's named Black Beauty, but it is Black Beauty.
I was thinking this night. I'm telling you, I was thinking last night, what do you think Vic's gonna be? His cars are gonna be, and I bet you he wouldn't pick Black Beauty because it's love old guys.
I'll pick Black Beauty for 2 reasons. One, I was looking for a car, got desperate for number 5.
Yeah, okay.
And then I tried watching that movie last night. Whew.
What movie?
I want to text Jamie, tell her to take it off the list.
What movie are we talking about?
Green Hornet.
The one with.
Oh, you watched that garbage cat, that Seth Rogen Green Hornet movie?
No, I tried to watch it. Is what I said. I tried to watch it.
That was bad. Wrong. The movie was bad.
Yes.
That is hard to sit through. I seen it in the theaters.
I saw it on that cable or something. I was like, nah. Interestingly enough, I've been working on Black Beauty this week at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Take that back. I love it. It's great. You also got to buy one.
We've got a little 30-second scale car kit of it, and I've had to take old artwork and make something new with it. And I like the results. It's turned out pretty well.
Are you going to give it green headlights?
Well, you can paint them green.
Oh, okay.
They come in chrome.
What?
All right.
You're not going to come with different headlights?
Let's see. All right. Let's find. Do you want to go next? You want me to go next?
You can go next.
All right. This one almost didn't make the list because I couldn't remember what a good 5th pick was. was. The first 4 came naturally, and the 5th one took me a minute. And so, honorable mention in this spot would have been the F-16 from what was the movie now? Iron Eagle. Iron Eagle was going to be the number 5 until I thought I wanted something with wheels, and this is like one of the hotter cars in my opinion. The last of the B8 interceptors from Mad Max.
That's awesome.
Good morning, Wood. Good to see you.
Again, a vehicle that'd be a great model kit.
For sure. Yeah, there is one available. It's from a Japanese company or something like that. But I've always wanted to get into the Mad Max cars and vehicles. I think they'd make great model kits. But the fun thing about scale modeling is you can create cars like this if you have like the basis, take a Challenger or Camaro or Chevelle or whatever thing and kind of junk it up like this.
That's not the same. That's not the same. There needs to be a company that brings it out.
Yeah, I want to do licensed kits from Mad Max for sure. But I mean, this is the car I want to drive on the road. So when like somebody cuts me off or whatever, I can just kind of ram them.
It's blown up every movie.
Yeah, but
blowing up every movie.
It's like the Joker. He keeps coming back, and the car keeps coming back somehow.
There you go.
Keeps being resurrected from the dead.
Oh, we'll get into that. We'll get into that stuff.
Have you seen?
Yeah, this is great.
Have you seen any of the?
I think I've had this better in mine.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of Mad Max movies.
All right.
But I can
You
see
haven't seen any
F-16. My dad used to buy airplane parts for the F-16.
Cool. I suggest starting with The Road Warrior.
The Road Warrior?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to like these movies.
They're entertaining. I don't know if you'll like them. I don't know if they're your taste. Good morning, Gord Vidal. How are you? The Millennium Falcon. When I saw Star Wars and Empire as a kid, I understood that Luke was the hero, but I wanted to be like Han Solo and travel the galaxy in the Millennium Falcon with Princess Leia. I'm going to leave that one go for a minute. We've also got Rob Boswell joining us. He knows what this car is from. Gore also says, I have a 79 Ford Ranchero. If any new car even leans in the steel would crush it.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
You're a little bit quiet, but I thought it was my volume.
Well, I can't talk over it.
All right, let's pull up Al's pick for number 5.
My number 5, baby. Let's get to it. You guys never heard of this, and I'm gonna blow your mind.
I've been looking forward to hearing what this is all about.
The rim, the rimfire plasma cannon from the Spyro Zone cartoon. Okay, you guys never heard of it because you're 80 years old and you never watched cartoons when you were younger. You're too busy. I don't know what you were doing. But the rimfire cannon, this isn't really a good picture of it. It's a giant wheel, okay, with a huge gun on the top of it. Now you talk about Mad Max wanting to have that car when you're mad in traffic. I'll tell you what it is. This is even better. Because I'm going to roll over some suckers like a monster truck, and if I can't get that, I'm pulling them off the road with the cannon. I mean, all you need is some people that live in Prometheus land from the movie Prometheus that don't know how to run away from a big giant donut coming at them. And I'll have them flattened to rights, man. I'll run right over some people. It's like, hey, use the crosswalk. Oh, no? Okay, well, go ahead. Jump in front of my big wheel with a cannon on it. It's beautiful. It's underrated. I think it's got the tank treads. I don't understand how you see in that thing, first off. I'm sure there's like, you're looking at a big movie screen or something when you're driving, which is okay now because most cars, like when you're backing up, they have that the camera on the back so you're not running over cats and stuff, but who needs it? Yeah, look at this. Now this is a toy Spyro Zone. I don't know the actual name for him, but again, it came from Japan, and Tonka brought it out in America. And it has one of those catchy theme songs. If you ever go check it out. You can't find it on DVD at all. It's one of those YouTube specials. You got to find it on YouTube. And they yank it down every 2 seconds. So you'll be watching half of it, and then it'll cut out like my feed.
Huh.
Yeah. I didn't pick the name either. Okay, Rimfire. I didn't. Like someone was having a laugh at the expense of the toy. Hey, I got this idea. It's called Rimfire. It's like one of those G.I. Joe. He had Blowtorch and Snow Job, and if you combine them together,
right? Yeah. So this guy that's like steering this thing is sitting in the middle of the wheel, right? So he's got no line of sight.
Right.
To, like what he's
in the wheel, and it must be like where the wheel goes around him, so he doesn't spin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a giant cannon on a wheel.
Pretty crazy, man.
That's all it is. And it shoots little balls. And it looks like it's a cannon, so it propels the balls. And the cannon does.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it's cool, dude. You guys should go check out Spyro Zone. It doesn't get enough love.
But you see, seeing that reminds me that I'm an idiot for not picking the one vehicle I've seen every day of my life growing up, which was Bigfoot. Because every day coming home from school, driving right past the bakery, there was a Bigfoot lot right there. And there was Bigfoot. I'm like, I'm an idiot. I can't forget about Bigfoot.
And we're getting added on.
And it is from St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, one real quick. The Rimfire had shades of Secret Wars came out around that time too. I think before that. And Dr. Doom had the Doom cycle or whatever. And it was like it was on a giant hamster wheel as well. So it was like that would have been on there too. But I think the big cannon on top and the name Rimfire made me pick that over after the Doom wheel or whatever it was.
Rimfire, the classic name.
I'm gonna drive my Rimfire over there, guys.
See, Wood shouts out the Turtle Van. I knew the Turtle Van would get some respect in this.
Is that not just a souped up garbage truck?
Good morning, Magic Lasso.
Good morning, Lasso.
You have not missed the Invisible Jet. We'll see if that makes the list.
You got the Turtle Van.
Rob.
The Hot Wheels Turtle Van. Cool, huh? It's just a van.
Really? Isn't that a souped up trash truck, though?
No, it's a van.
Oh, okay.
See, look at the front. Can you see the front?
All right. Who went first last time? Vic, you went first.
I went first.
All right. I'll go first this time.
What do you got? Number 4. Jamie Hood's most popular vehicle. Oh! We're looking at Gotcha Man, Battle of the Planets.
Yeah, man.
The Phoenix?
Yeah. In Battle of the Planets, they just call it the Phoenix. And Gotcha Man, I think they call it the God Phoenix. Now, when I was a kid, 3:30 in the summertime would hit, and you would stop what you're doing and run home to watch Battle of the Planets. Mm-hmm. It was like we talked about, there's no like appointment television anymore.
Right.
Back then, that's all there was because you couldn't catch the rewind or whatever.
Exactly.
I loved everything about the show. I didn't understand what it was that I was watching, like a re-edited, kind of watered down for the American kiddie audience version of an anime. I didn't know what anime was. It was just a cartoon that looked really cool.
Right.
And, I love the ship. I love the costumes. I love the fact that each character had its own little vehicle inside the ship, and the ship would open up and they could, pop out their little buggy or plane or race car or motorcycle, whichever. As the tubby kid, I was always a little bit disappointed that the tubby kid, in the show kind of got left behind to pilot the Phoenix. Yeah. He didn't have his own thing, but I don't know. Everybody's got their role.
Yeah. And you can transform into a Phoenix, burn people alive, so that's even better.
Yep, it would transmute.
Yeah, but that was
Hey, I see your Phoenix, and I raised you a Battleship Yamamoto from Star Blazers. That thing. You ever see it? What?
I've never
You
watched
don't
it.
know?
I know what you're talking about. I've never watched the cartoon.
How could you not gateway into Star Blazers? You're watching Battle of the Planets, and you never seen Star Blazers?
I can only watch what was on TV. I mean, as an adult, I've
It
just
was
never
on
been,
TV.
not
You just had eyes
not
open,
here,
man.
not in our area.
Yes, Star Blazers. This was in America and Japan. It's Battleship Yamamoto, and
Right.
here it's Star Blazers.
Gotcha.
In America, it's Star Blazers.
But I never had a channel. I never had a channel that would have picked it up. You probably watched it on one of the channels out of Chicago, right?
Maybe 32.
Yeah,
Channel 32.
we were just out of antenna range. Like my grandparents could get the Chicago channels on their antenna, and we couldn't at home.
Yeah.
You a hillbilly.
That's right. Gore Vidal says, don't forget the rubber duck from Convoy. And then Captain Harlock's Arcadia. I'm familiar with Captain Harlock.
Man, what are you doing?
It's not. It's officially Boba Fett Starship or Starfighter now, and not Slave One. We can't say Slave One. The ship's from Space 1999. Battle of the Planets is great, and Battleship Yamamoto. He's on board with that.
Yeah, because he's Gore Vidal, man. That's why.
Gore has got excellent taste.
Yeah, he's got my taste.
He knows everything.
Respect that.
That's excellent.
All right, Al, you're gonna be next.
Am I next? What's my number 4? What is it? It's the car, baby. It's the car. Look at that. Beautiful. Now you're saying, what is it about this plain Jane looking thing that makes
Looks
me
like Black
pucker up and take... Okay. So anyways, as I was going through my thing, I got cut with great. Thank you. Now, let me tell you, this thing is awesome. This thing, designed by George Barris, okay, will run through cop cars like butter. Actually, no, he'll flip. He will do flips in the middle of the road and crush the cop cars. Like, it's unbelievable. If you've never seen the car, the movie, the classic The Car with James Brolin in it, it's the perfect Jaws knockoff. It predates Christine. The only problem with this car, okay, is that the devil is driving the car. This is a car from hell, and I tell you what, it has one of the best death scenes in any killer car movie you'll ever see. I love Christine, but this is classic, man. So go your way, find the car.
Thank you.
You could drive through anything with this. I'm telling you. And if you can't drive through it, it has a cow catcher pretty much on the front of it. And you know how Jaws had that famous. They came up with he has his own John Williams theme, but it's not John Williams. It's just someone honking the horn like. I'm telling you, find this movie. This is a fun movie. It has Ronnie Cox. Has one of the guys from Godfather. The guy, I think it's the guy that woke up with the horse's head in his bed, is in this movie. Oh my goodness! You'll watch this movie. Go, hey, I know that guy. Hey, I know her. But the car, man.
I don't remember any specifics, but I do remember watching this movie as like a movie of the week thing as a kid. And
oh yeah, that's how I've seen it.
At the end, they open the door. They don't show who's in the car, but you see like the reactions on the people's faces or whatever. Am I remembering?
No one ever looks this up for James Brolin, and he doesn't actually. It invites him in, and he doesn't. It's pretty fun, man. I'm telling you, it's Jaws on wheels. You gotta watch it, and this car, I'm telling you, some scenes you'd be like, "This is dumb," but that's what makes this movie great. He gets the job done. That's my number 4. The car.
Let's find out. Let's find out what Coach Vic's number 4 was. This is.
I mean, it's the ultimate vehicle by far. I mean, it's an Iron Man suit, right?
Hey, I ain't gonna fight with you on this one.
It flies. You jump off a building, it comes and finds you and wraps you up in steel love. What can't you do in this suit? It gets you from here to there, and it even attacks people that you don't like. It has to be the ultimate vehicle.
So I was gonna like, okay, what technicality can I call you out on? I can't.
No,
It's a people mover.
it's a people.
This is a coach spectacular. So there you go. This is the guy that recasted Fantastic Four with made up characters. Okay,
Right.
so I'm not
Right.
expecting. I knew what to expect. I'm surprised even Iron Man got. I'm surprised it isn't the Tin Man or something with the jetpack. I don't know.
See,
Let's see. That's great.
maybe I'll get. Hopefully, I'll get better as we go on.
You're just so literal. You're just like, what's a vehicle? It's like, okay, that's pop culture. All right. Our flying umbrellas. Yeah. Other vehicle. If the Iron Man suit's a vehicle, umbrellas are vehicles. Oh, I'm really.
Let's get set up for round 3.
Is this 3? Am I first?
Yeah, you will be first. Got to get all.
Let me try to remember my number 3 is.
You remember your number 3? I remember your number 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think I know it, but let's show it to the world. Show me what you've got.
Number 6.
Number 6. It should be the spider buggy. I'm telling you.
Didn't he have an iron car? He probably did.
Hey, you know, Superman had a flying a flying ship too, which that's amazing.
We'll get into that. Come on now.
Made out of Supermanium.
All right, we're doing Al's first.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Here we go.
Oh, 5. My bad.
Yeah, the Mach 5,
Oh, that
baby.
makes sense.
Listen, this is almost my number 1, but I was like, I'm going corny with this. Mach 5 is probably on everybody's list, and it isn't. It should be. This should be the instant number 1 because you can jump, you can saw people's legs off with it, and it just looks BA. Okay, this car is the most awesome sauce thing you've ever seen on celluloid. I think that's right. The cartoon's fun. You're always oh, you know what I mean? You love the cartoon. The car is fine as F. And listen, it can do, it can almost fly. It can jump over. And it makes cool noises when it does it. It's almost like where they got the $6 million man noise, probably. Huh, I wonder. All right.
I'm with you. I love this car. I love everything about it.
That's what I'm saying.
What
about you, Jamie? Do you hate it? Is it the Chris Evans of Captain America fame?
I don't hate it, but it's another property that I didn't grow up with, so I don't have any like emotional attachment to it.
Out of here, dude. You crazy, man.
Oddly enough, I've done packaging for this car in the last year or so too. It was a fun job.
I don't like it.
They have all the attachments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Comes with all the accessories. Turn the wheel.
Nuts.
Rob Boswell, he's right there with me.
Not a fan of what? Let's see.
It goes jump, 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 jump.
All right.
Man, not a fan.
Who we doing next?
I can go. Since
it's my number 3, Bob.
What was my number 3? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Vic now.
That's not me.
What?
The helicarrier?
Oh, okay. We'll put that number 3.
Is that? Will they get it out of place?
No problem. Yes, I've always been fascinated with aircraft carriers. Always. I mean, they're both still close to the same.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got mixed up.
But you give me an aircraft carrier that can actually fly and become invisible. Well, I don't know what stuff in the movie was accurate, And plus, I just love this vehicle. I mean,
It's cool. So, and as you were picking it, I was like, well, do you like the one from the comics or the one from the movie? And you're like, both.
I did.
So the one we're showing here is a little bit of a modern variant, the old school way, the Steranko. I'm not sure if Kirby ever drew it or not, but it would have like helicopters instead of the jets. It had helicopter propellers keeping it.
Oh, that's what they had in the movie.
You're right, they did.
Yes. But I love this vehicle.
Does Prince's Little Red Corvette count? It's part of pop
Sure.
culture, so I guess so.
Except for
I'm surprised
he
Vic
killed the
didn't
motorcycle in the movie.
Yeah, but Little Red Corvette is part of like the song.
Oh, yeah.
Part of pop culture.
Guess I should have known. Oh,
I think talking about model kits, I think if somebody had the Marvel license, either the old school or the new Helicarrier would make great model kits.
and plus you could put like what 5 Quinjets on there.
Mhm.
I mean, the accessories alone is bank. At least I pick a Quinjet. All right.
Or what's the Guardians of the Galaxy?
The mighty Quinjet. Yeah, they ain't gonna make a toy like that after the USS Flag, man. That's what.
Yeah.
Doll up the USS Flag from G.I. Joe. He'd be having.
So my top 3 are almost all interchangeable, but I kind of mixed them up as best I could.
Oh. Look at the company boy.
Hey man, I mean when I started at round 2, we weren't even doing model kits, but then once we got the model kit brand, they're like, yeah, we might be able to do Star Wars kits someday. I was like, heck yeah. And then they're like, yeah, but it turns out no, we can't. Until last year they struck a deal, so I've been at it
Nice.
almost 15 years waiting for this moment to happen. So now I get to work on some of my favorite vehicles too. Yeah, so I don't know what it is about the TIE Fighter. I think it's just the simplicity of it, the fact that it's a ball with 2 hexagonal kind of vanes for wings. The thing,
So aerodynamic.
yeah. Well, the thing I think that is most charming about early Star Wars spaceships, even this goes for the Starship Enterprise too, is the fact that it's like a kid can draw this thing. He knows what the wings look like, what the cockpit looks like, and it's simple enough that like if you look at it, you can turn around and you can draw it because it's so simple in its design. It's indelible versus like drawing a Quinjet. If I say the word Quinjet, you can't even keep like the design of that vehicle like in your head.
I can draw this left-handed. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Now you can't have Invader's TIE Fighter as 2 or 1. Okay. If you did that, you better go get another one because it's the same thing with bent wings. That's all it is. So if you do that, I'm gonna leave it.
Rob likes the Vader version better.
Hey, also calling out Rob, you like Speed Buggy over Speed Racer, the Mach 5? Get on, man. Come on. Don't be like that.
Obviously, I do too.
Yeah, well, you're Frankenstein. Come on, man.
But yeah,
you like watching
between the TIE Fighter variants, I actually like the Interceptor the best, but there's just something so classic about the standard design. That's why I picked it as my pick. So no, you won't see either of the others as my other 2.
Speed Buggy.
All right. Let me get set up for our next round.
So that's back to Vic being. This is number 2 or 3?
This is number 2.
Wait, that was 2 or is that 3?
No,
we're at 2 now. Okay. So it's back to Vic being 1.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
I want to freeze.
Ooh.
That's my.
Oh. All right.
Got it, Vic.
Number 2.
Number 2. It's Speed Buggy by Rob. No, sorry.
Oh no,
Speed
that's a
Buggy.
vehicle we can all
Mach
get
5.
behind.
Nothing. You didn't get anything. I knew it. I knew it. You're just pulling stuff out of a hat, man. Here, pull it out of the hat. You mentioned, dude, you got attention disorder or something.
I love this
Ooh.
vehicle on Agents
My
Marvel.
name's Vic. Ooh, squirrel.
I love this vehicle. I mean, he just
Man.
it sounds loud, sounds good, and plus it can go to hell and rescue people. It's a beautiful car. It's a loud car.
That's how they build it on the show that goes to hell and rescues people.
It can.
Yeah.
Because they had to go rescue Coulson from the. Never mind.
You can stay there with those TV
I watched
shows.
like the first episode and saw it was like, oh, this is a bad A-Team ripoff. And
it was a great show until they went to space.
All those Marvel TV shows are as bad as the CW shows, the DC shows.
And then you had
the guys. Yeah.
So,
are you with Daredevil?
Are you a Ghost Rider fan? Other than this iteration, or
you mean that bad movie with what's his face, Snake Eyes guy?
Nicolas Cage. He was Snake Eyes.
He was Ghost Rider, wasn't he?
What's Snake Eyes got to do with anything?
He was in a
movie called Snake Eyes.
Vegas.
Oh, not like Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe.
Not the movie that you can get down.
Rob's a big Mustang fan. Yeah, I'm not surprised that'd be his pick. The Bullet.
I mean,
Steve McQueen at the wheel.
Oh, I knew I read that somewhere.
Here's the problem with that. Is like he's Ghost Rider. Do they consider people driving cars riders?
Ghost Driver.
There we go.
A motorcycle.
There you go, baby.
So Al mentioned it earlier, and yeah, I really had a hard time picking between 1 and 2. I mean, it was hard to say the TIE Fighter is my third choice, but 1 and 2 for me are interchangeable. There are other Batmobile designs I think are kind of cool, but ain't nothing gonna beat this one. This is the car I always wanted. I would, if I had extra $100,000, I'd buy a replica today. Don't tell my wife, but yeah, man.
And you're trying to get a GSX-1. You just get this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys make one of these?
Yeah, actually, I helped design the kit.
They make one.
They
make one.
Yeah, we made like 3 different versions.
They made a electric car track on that, didn't you?
Like a slot car track. Yeah, I didn't have anything to do with that job though. But
it's still your company.
So there are certain kits that I've worked on where I like hang my hat on. Like I made the big original series Enterprise, and I made it accurate and everything. People can nitpick it all they want, but it's pretty good to me. And I did everything I could on this kit, and there are just some things on it that I couldn't get the factory to get right. And I look at it, and that's all I see. I just see the flaws in it. But still like the car, love the design. Magic Lasso said that's a good looking Batmobile. I don't like it when it looks like a tank. I mean, yeah, like I was saying earlier about the Star Wars ships. I mean, there's something about the design of this one that's just it's special.
And its brother or sister car, the car, done by George Barris. I want to see a duel to the death now between the car and the Batmobile. And throwing Black Beauty in there too. It'll kill it.
Why you gotta bring up Black Beauty, man? What
about Iron Man? It in. Iron Man. Iron Man be riding the bus in no time.
Let's find out what Al's number 2 pick is.
Number 2, Deuce. It is the
Really?
Supermobile. Corgi Supermobile. And you wonder why.
Yes.
Superman needs a car. Superman needs a car. It's a flying machine, but it's a mobile. So it must have wheels. I don't know. Okay, so when Superman needed to grab stuff like kryptonite or something, he had these big, this isn't even doing it justice. He had these big hands on these hands that would come out of the vehicle. Like these look like guns. It's like shooting hands. Now the reason why I like this vehicle so much is because when I was a kid, a buddy brought it to school. And I was just like, oh, this is so cool. It's a nostalgia thing, and I love it. And it's another vehicle I can fly in space and grab meteorites and everything with the hands. I'm telling you, Superman has some taste. This is like from 50s Superman. You know, this is from like Silver Age Superman stuff right there. And if anybody knows ever checked out my TeePublic page or my sticker page, they know I've got me a nice, cool Super Friends Supermobile T-shirt that probably has already been taken down. But hey, that's okay. I just like it. It's nostalgia. And when you would go to the store or go to Kmart and you'd see that like next to the Batmobile, that's always a good time.
I mean, I think that's what it was. Like they were trying to, come up with some merch. They had the Batmobile out, so they needed something they put Superman on. So they created this for him.
Yeah.
As a vehicle, I really do like the design too. I like like the reason they came up with it, to handle kryptonite and stuff like that.
I just want to know where they found the Supermanium from.
Supermanium?
That's what it's made out of.
Did you just look that up on your phone?
No, I looked it up yesterday when I saw it. Under the list of the 10 worst.
Well, the Silver Ranger is very fun, man. I'm telling you. I'll just tell you, it's cool. I've always wanted one when I was a kid, just the toy itself. I'm sure I had one, and then the teacher took it away because I was playing with it in the school.
Really?
Did you ever find a replacement?
No. I'm sure you can find them. It's just, who knows? They're not in good condition.
Right.
I didn't like this. I tell you, my other number 2 would have been the Brainiac ship, the Superpowers Brainiac ship, where it's just his head with tentacles. Oh, I always loved that. I wanted that so bad 10 years ago. I think I've always wanted to take up sculpting and like actually make that like a giant version of that. That would be great if they ever what was it, HasLab or Matty Collector, but now McFarlane has it and he just sets on and does Batman toys all the time. So you'll never see that. You'll never see the Brainiac ship with the tentacles and stuff.
That's the unfortunate thing about the cost of goods today is that some of the big toys that we had when we were kids, they're just too costly to produce.
Because of all the detail in there?
Just the cost of plastic, the cost of assembling it. That's
why you need a Matty Collector.
Yeah.
The
programs where they're making their own, or they're doing like essentially crowdfunding is what they're doing. Getting backing on a product before they bring it to market.
Oh, okay.
Gore Vidal says, I suspect Beverly Hillbillies vehicle won't make the list. We'll find out. Invisible Jet, greater than Supermobile.
Invisible Jet's just an invisible jet, man. It can't do anything but be invisible. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Rob's
there you go.
With the Brainiac.
We're on point for this one time.
Gil Kane Brainiac ship in I need to pick up more of that Gil Kane in Action Comics run. Keep an eye out for that. All right.
I should probably go first here. So
you gotta go first.
So we end on somewhat of a higher note.
Okay, that's a good point.
Because I know Al's really gonna rip this one.
No one will know mine. Oh, come on. Did you just pick out the same boat? Like, oh, I got all these Marvel things.
Well, originally I had a bunch of black character cars, but I'm like, nah, that'll be predictable. Al will talk bad about me
You
about
might as
that.
well. I really have better barrel things, man. Oh my god.
But come on, Lola. Nobody touches Lola, right? I mean, Deadpool did once, and he almost got killed again. But Lola, it's beautiful. It flies. It's a Porsche. It shoots lasers. It does whatever you want it to do. It goes into space.
It's a Corvette.
And the TV show is a Porsche.
This is from the TV show. It's a Corvette.
Maybe it was a book. I read Porsche somewhere. But Corvette makes sense because, yes, because he refurbished it with his dad growing up. Of course, Tahiti, what a beautiful place. I've never been a car guy. I knew a Lamborghini. But either way, it's a beautiful car. And it flies in outer space, underwater. Does whatever you want a car to do. Yeah, the top comes up. And it comes with a daisy in the passenger seat.
So they did do Silver Age versions of this car, like Nick Fury's car would fly. I can't remember what make it was. It probably was a Porsche if that's what you looked up. But yeah, I think Back to the Future owes.
Oh, this is Agent Coulson's car.
Yeah, I think Back to the Future owes something to Jim Steranko or whoever. If it was, I don't know if it's Kirby or Steranko that came up with the flying car. C. Wood says the TARDIS would be his number one. It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
That, I guess it does take you from place to place.
It's a people mover.
Yes.
It moves through both time and space.
Whoopi Goldberg could be the next Doctor Who. Remember, we heard it first.
All right. I'm going to go next because it's going to be somewhat.
Okay. Well, I don't really have a good number one, but go ahead.
At least more interesting than my pick because everybody loves my pick. Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. Gore Vidal mentioned it earlier. Yeah, between the 66 Batmobile and this, both are home runs. I think with this one, it's the epitome of George Lucas's used sci-fi universe versus the kind of the more pristine universe that we got in Star Trek. The fact that it looks dirty, looks junky. I try and sometimes imagine, okay, what would like the automotive equivalent of the Millennium Falcon be? And I would think it's probably like an old like semi because it was a cargo mover.
I was thinking 64 Impala.
No, it wouldn't be that nice. Maybe a 64 Impala with all the sheet metal torn off. But one of the, I mean, as disappointing as the Solo movie was, to me I didn't mind what they did with what the Millennium Falcon looked like new, but it wasn't what I would have done. I would have said it was like chrome, like it was a real hot rod.
Oh, okay.
And they had kind of touched on that in the prequel movies where they had a lot of chrome on some of the higher end ships. I think this should have had a chrome body and then, and the fact that it was all torn apart in one scene should have happened more kind of over time, in my opinion. Rob Boswell says the Battlestar Galactica Viper. That's another great one.
So say we all.
All right. Let's see.
Am I breaking up or are you breaking up?
I'm not breaking up. Are you breaking up?
Okay.
I'm not breaking up.
I might have been breaking up, and I just didn't because you were breaking up to me.
Oh.
So Gore Vidal says the car from the Shields it reminds him of that beginning of heavy metal. Have you ever seen heavy metal, Vic?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. How about you, Jay? Jimmy Hood?
Yeah, I've seen it.
that. Okay, so thanks for letting me introduce this. All right, this is my number one. The boringest picture you got of this. Thank you for the boring picture. Okay, this is the Cyclone from Robotech. That's the American version. All right, now the reason why I picked this, besides, check out this guy's armor. Okay, it's like an Iron Man suit. He drives, what he can do with this motorcycle, he drives the motorcycle, right? And he can flip it onto him like a jetpack, and he has big guns and stuff. This is the boringest picture you could have picked. Thank you. I'm glad for that. So Robotech was a anime that was transferred over to America, much like Transformers and Gotcha Man and all that stuff. So what they did is they went and they got 3 different properties, separate properties all together. I think Robotech with Rick Hunter is Macross. The middle one, it's called Southern Cross, and then the last one was Mosfeta, which became Robotech their new generation or something. And this, when I watched it in Texas, when I was down in Texas, I loved the motorcycle and the armor. And what I would do, because they didn't have any toys of this, I would make Iron Man, the Secret Wars Iron Man, and I would like put him down like he's a motorcycle, and then I would have a figure riding him around. And then okay, we'll get to this. So anyways, and then I'd have him flipping and he'd be armored up and stuff like that. Hey, we'll go, Rob, go do your own top 5, and then I'll sit here and nitpick it all together. The reason we go with Akira's motorcycle is because it didn't transform into something cooler. Okay, I love Akira, and I a long time ago I did a picture where I merged the two. I made the Cyclone look more like the Akira cycle. So, but this is what I get. This is my number 1, baby. You guys have probably never heard of it, but I don't care because I was out for diversity today. I wasn't going, you know what? I really like that Millennium Falcon. I'm going to make that my number 1. The basic. That's just some basic stuff, guys. I'm going for it. I'm going for the fences. I'm giving something new today. I'm evolving as a human being. And I'm not going to use the Millennium Falcon as a fallback. You guys just picked, especially Coach Vic. He's like, oh, I seen that on TV once. I'm going to make that one of my favorites. Unbelievable. I'm surprised.
It's all about what you've been exposed to, what you've seen, what you grew up with, what you cut your teeth on. Jeff Schultz says,
okay.
The Phoenix ship from Battle of the Planets is one of my picks earlier, Jeff. Alpha Model from Robotech. Millennium Falcon was my number 1 pick.
I'm just saying, the Cyclone.
Would you rather I pick one of the lions from Voltron?
Yeah. Dude, that would have been awesome. I would rather have a lion from Voltron than the Shield car.
I need to be around you guys to get my juices flowing to think outside.
Man, you ain't listening on that though. You ain't listening to me, or you would have been already exposed to some good stuff. You think I'm a joke, so you're like, oh, there's a fool, man.
I'm gonna read more Jack Kirby because of you.
There you go. You need to stay away. Listen to me. Stay away from them garbage superhero TV shows. Listen, Kit's into this in the discussion, but he's not in my top 5. Okay, I like Kit.
Inside of it.
I like Kit. I like Smokey and the Bandit cars. I like the General Lee. I like the Batmobile. I like all those. But I was going for
General
something.
Lee? Like, how dare you?
Come on, man.
The Technodrome. I think that. Am I wrong? Is that G.I. Joe?
No, that's
That's what?
That is Turtles. That's Krang's Technodrome.
He's not out of control.
See, these guys don't know.
I'm
always out of control.
I admit I had a hard time coming up with some picks, and I wanted to be a bit more varied too. And I wish G.I. Joe I wish G.I. Joe would have come to mind because the Vamp is one of my favorite rolling.
Now,
vehicles.
your idea of daring is instead of getting a vanilla shake, it's a vanilla shake with a little bit of chocolate in it. That's your idea of daring. Like, oh no, I'm gonna break the boundaries here.
Man, I could have chose the Thunderbird satellite.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it would have been cool. I'm telling you, step outside these boundaries. There's a box you guys are living in. You're living in this box. This is where you live, right here, this screen. And you guys are like, well, I like a little car with wheels on it. I think that's pretty cool. And,
well, we're supposed to pick our favorites, not necessarily the most interesting. Maybe next time we'll do the most interesting.
Well, next time I'll say the most interesting picks that you don't have.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting the new top 5 on Instagram.
Come on, guys. This is supposed to be an entertaining show, too. You can't be sat here. Well, I do like the Batmobile. I like all the Batmobiles. So I'm just going to make Batmobiles like number 5. The animated series
Batmobile that rolls over.
Yeah.
The one that rolls over sideways for the movie with the big wheels.
Oh, that's the Bat Cycle.
Huh?
I know that stuff.
I mean, the Tumbler's cool. I mean, we didn't even talk about, like, you know, didn't even talk about like the Starsky and Hutch car. Nobody mentioned the A-Team.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going for basic stuff. I was going to let's put this out. Let's just be like, oh, this is cool. Let's show these guys something else besides something they can see every day when they open their eyeballs.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to think of a iconic cars involving black folks. And, you know, there's only one. John Shaft's car. That's the only one.
That's just the car. Right. That's like, it doesn't do anything fancy.
All the black folks walked wherever they needed to go.
What about, like,
well, it break it to the Millennium Falcon was Lando's. And you could have did Vader's TIE Fighter too, and I wouldn't have been like, yeah, okay. You could have. There you go.
Vader's
I would have let you done that. I'm just. Hey, I might not be bad, but I'm a little disappointed that you guys didn't reach. I understand Damie's been busy doing backflips for his company, and triple Lindy's and all that stuff, but then this dude just like, all right, I'll put together a list.
Yeah, I said I'll show my favorites, and I did. I have no regrets, except I didn't get to squeeze in the Vamp. All right, time for the
model minute.
And the model kit minute. Ooh. That's what we'll find.
Yeah, Schultz, if they can do a Pacific Rim, is it too much to ask for a Robotech movie? Hey man, I'd go see that. Legion of Comics, thanks for joining us this morning. We have just finished up our rundown of our favorite pop culture vehicles, and it's time for the Model Kit Minute, where I'm going to show a little bit of an update of what I've been working on this week for round 2 models.
You mean move?
No. So this show was not sponsored by Round 2 Models. I just worked there.
Oh, you have to fly it in from the side.
There, boom, there it is.
I don't know what type of noise that makes.
To be honest, I don't know if it does. It probably does. This is the Hawk from Space 1999, and this is the test shot of our new 148 scale model. It's hard to get a sense of the scale on screen. There, it's bigger than my head.
Wow.
It's about 15 inches long. But this is one of the kits that we've got coming out. It'll probably land right after the first of the year. And there we go. It's one of those kits everyone's kind of excited about. I showed a mock-up of this at Wonderfest back in June, but this is the first test shot. With test shots, there are always problems to resolve. And this has its fair share.
Show underneath.
But overall, it's looking good. We did bring out a smaller version of this a few years ago, and there are a few differences, such as these little kind of round details. We've left the bezels separate so that they can be turned, so they can be supplied as turned aluminum parts if someone wants to create those. The RCS thrusters are all going to be separate, just like they were on the 48 scale Eagle we did. There's some debate over our rework of the head. I don't know if I can get it in focus there.
There you go.
We did rework it a little bit compared to the smaller kit we did a few years ago. And whether we got it right, we did the best we could. It is, in my opinion, better. If I cover my eyes, the camera will ignore me. Let's put it over Coach Vic's face.
Oh, yeah.
Put it in front of Vic.
There you go.
I tried. Anyway, apparently it's a boy because it's got this little thing up front. No, that's the weapon. It does come as a clear part, so if somebody wants to light that, they can.
Oh, so you can put lights throughout it too?
Technically, these ships weren't lit, but yeah, we're leaving the cockpit clear parts. No cockpit interior, so someone else will have to supply that because there was no Canon cockpit. There's a nice clear shot of it. Get a look at the beak. But yeah, there you go. Model Kit Minute. I announced last time that I was going to do a live stream on the Round 2 channel to show more updates, and I didn't because it was the same week as the big national IPMS show, and I had a short week this week, so I'm doing it next week on Thursday afternoon. Go to Round 2 for You on YouTube, and you'll find the preview, the thumbnail for it there, and we'll do it at 4 p.m. Eastern time, right there on the Round 2 Models channel. So I'll probably show this again. I'll probably show the Grissom again that I showed last time, and we've got new stuff, including the mock-up for the Razor Crest from Star Wars: The Mandalorian. So that will be one of our biggest releases. So
I watched The Mandalorian before then.
here you go. What's Magic Glass we got to say? What is that W item next to Destro in Alan's room? It has a red background.
The W. Oh, this W.
Yeah.
Well, that's two different items. That's a AEW Orange Cassidy figure.
He sees Wonder Woman.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is something I found at Meijer a while back. This is if you guys remember Mego, they were pocket heroes. This was the back of it.
Gotcha.
And finally, someone's smart enough to make an actual picture of it.
Nice.
Look at
Cool.
that.
I love it when they repurpose the old style guide art like that.
Except for the Flash should be in the
They
front.
don't like it when I do it, but they'll do it.
So there you go, Magic Lasso. So
That's throwback. This is the roll.
for the rest of the show, we're gonna do kind of we'll do a couple rounds of. We originally thought we're gonna call it 5 up and 5 down, but I was like, we ain't gonna have time to do 5 because we talk a lot. So we're just gonna call it highs and lows, and each of us is gonna pick something high and something low that we saw during the last 2 weeks since we last did a video. Captain Comics is here. Good morning.
Ahoy.
So, Coach Vic, you want to go first?
Hi, let's see. I guess my new knowledge of Professor X and
Magneto.
thank you, Magneto, and how they correlate to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
See, we talked about this. We need to do a show where we kind of just lay out, like, here are the things a new collector needs to know. And one of them is that Malcolm X, or the Professor X and Magneto were kind of fashioned after Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. But it took.
Or that's what Stanley said after the point.
Well, I mean, it's there. It's there from the beginning.
Happy
The
accidents.
correlations there. I was listening to a podcast, and I said somebody was talking about how much they liked the X-Men, and the other person goes, "Well, you know," and they started learning all the stuff. So it's just like, huh? I had no clue, and so I thought I had new information. So I texted James. I said, "Did you know?" He's like, "Yeah, everybody knows." So then I Googled it, and it's like, oh, there's like 1,500 articles about it, like 20 years ago.
There's things like that. Things like why Barbara Gordon was in a wheelchair in Titan.
Why is that? That's a high. That's a high note. Let's talk about Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair. That's a high.
I'm using
From
that
40
example
years
because
ago.
he was also asking about, or he didn't ask, but made a comment
According to
about
Al, because she's like the town bicycle. But
What?
I said, according to you, she's like the town bicycle.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
I'm
used to ride.
surprised. Yeah. Dude, they've ridden her into the ground with many people on top of her. Okay, so what's your high, man?
Oh, and Titans, of course.
Well, you got your.
Great.
Is that a down?
All right, I gotta look up mine. Let's see here.
Oh,
I can tell you what my low one is while I was looking up his.
Do your low, yeah.
My low?
Mm-hmm.
Watching Green Hornet yesterday.
Squirrel. Vic remembers what you put in his face. He's like, hey, I don't remember anything. Hey. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about phones. I wasn't thinking about.
All right, let's see.
Squirrel.
My lows for the week. This is as related to pop culture and especially comic books. I learned this week that Nice House on the Lake is going on hiatus after issue 6, which I don't understand why us like the James Tynion flipping over to doing Substack is going to impact the release of that book at all. But that book is gaining momentum. It's one of the things that I'm struggling with is finding, like, there's no urgency. There's nothing that's that interesting in comics. It's like keeping me like running back to the comic book store.
Right.
But that's one book that does, where it's like, a new issue of that came out. That's going to motivate me to go to the store and get my stuff. I mean, there are other books I'm interested in, but I'm a huge X-Men fan, and that, to me, that whole X-Men run's falling apart too. So I don't read any of that anymore. So
Are you gonna read the new Batman run?
No, after Tynion's done on Batman, I'm done with Batman. I'm just bored with it. But my high was the Spider-Man trailer.
Oh yes.
The No Way Home trailer. The fact that,
that's how a trailer should look.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It's
Eternals is better. It's so exciting. The Eternals is the Coach Vic and Jamie Hood picks of vehicles. That's how the Eternals work. Yeah, I like them involved. Anyways, go ahead. Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan, but I am an MCU fan, and I can see how what they're doing there is gonna, it's gonna kind of churn the dust up in the whole universe and stuff like that. So, I mean, we've seen the elements leading up to it in the streaming shows and stuff like that, but how they were going to resolve, Peter being outed as Spider-Man, they're doing it in the way they kind of handled it in the comics. It'll be interesting to see like how far they take it. I think that's the most engaging thing to me is are they going to stop short and chicken out in some way? I don't know, but I'm interested to see how they do it. What how far they go.
Me too. I'm in. Unlike Eternals, which I'm just going to go see.
I'm going to see Eternals just to probably hate watch it and hope that I don't hate it when I walk out. I mean, I'm going to give them their chance, give them their admission money, and hopefully they can.
Right now, Shang-Chi's got my money. I'll go see Shang-Chi because I've heard nothing but good things about Shang-Chi.
Next Friday at noon, I'll be there.
Eternals looks boring.
Good morning.
I'll tell you what, your high segues right into my low. Okay.
All right.
My low for the past 2 weeks is the Spider-Man trailer release. Now, hear me out. It's not because the trailer was boring, like the trailer. It was the leaked release of the trailer. Or the supposedly. I'm conspiracy theory nut on this one. That wasn't leaked. That was that's what I think is it was meant to be leaked. To get everybody excited. Oh, this is why they're like, oh, it was leaked. It's horrible that it was leaked. But then turn on the TV like a day later, and there's TV bumper trailers for Spider-Man No Way Home. Gee, they must have they had to rush that, didn't they? Oh, they had to rush that. Well, we weren't gonna show that trailer for another month or something. Boo! This, man. I'm down on you. I see you, Feige. You fake Feige. You be trying to pose that off. He told his little brother. He said, "Hey, man, show this on your thing here, and then we'll get some hotness going. These guys will get excited." I see it. I smell it. This is connected to the JFK assassination, man. It all goes down. It's all coming down, man.
Oh, didn't they show their
that's my low. I'm down on Feige for saying that was leaked. It's not leaked. They meant to do that. That's a Pee Wee Herman falling off his bike. He meant to do that.
But did Feige actually say it was leaked? I think the headline said it was leaked, but did Feige ever have a statement about it?
I'm sure all over the internet.
I think he said he was upset about it or something.
He wasn't upset. He planned that. That was from his phone.
NASCAR Broncos fans likes the California Kid 34 Coupe. I know he's a hot rod guy.
Nice.
Yeah, we covered all of our favorite vehicles earlier in the show. Be sure to catch the rewind for that.
Should I pick Lewis Hamilton's Silver Wing?
What's that?
Formula One car.
And no, I didn't say the Ecto One. The DeLorean, obviously. I'd love the DeLorean if it was real to go back in time. Of course, I would take the Back to the Future car.
I saw the trailer for the new Ghostbusters. It's not funny.
I saw the trailer they released like 2 years ago. Is it the same one?
I don't know. I thought I saw a new one. It said second one.
You might have.
All right, so let's get to my high of the era. Okay, my high. Last Friday, okay, I went to Chicago, all right, with my nephew and his buddy. We went to the United Center, okay? You know the United Center, Vic. You know what's in the United Center.
Yeah.
What I went there for was to see the return of CM Punk. Okay, professional wrestler, hasn't wrestled for 7 years, hasn't been on anything for 7 years, and I went there, paid my hard-earned money to go see him, and it did not disappoint, man. The excitement was coming through the fingertips of everybody. We're cheering CM Punk's name. The return happened. The cult of personality blared on the radio throughout the arena. Man, people were losing their mind. Losing their mind. I thought Elvis came back. I'm telling you, that's such a high. I'm still
It
riding.
is.
Still riding that, man. That's so exciting. And sure, I stood in line for most of the show to try to get a T-shirt that sold out before I got there, but I'm still excited. I'm riding that high. CM Punk is back. It's the new summer of Punk. Pay-per-views coming up in 2 weeks. Oh man, I'm high right now. You can't tell it. I am. Check my bloodshot eyes.
I'm getting goosebumps just listening to.
Can I guess your
Dude,
low? Can I guess your low?
You already said
I already said my low.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. I was gonna say Sting coming back last week.
Hey, Sting's been back since last November. So, and he had fun. He isn't in the ring all the time. Why you got must on my high, man? Let's get high. Let's be high on this. CM Punk's back.
Did you get a belt?
No, I ain't like that. I ain't no guy. I'm gonna stand around and carry around the belt on the whole show. Well, okay, yeah, no, I don't.
I was amazed when I went to Nitro how many belts people were buying, and I'm like, them belts ain't cheap either.
They're not.
They're just
The new AEW belt, the replica AEW belt's like $800, and I'm like, you can't afford new teeth, man. You can't. You're gonna buy a belt. But that's my high for the week, man. I love it. Oh, he wants you to make models or something. Oh,
the California kid. Yeah.
Diamond in the back.
Hey, get in line, NASCAR. Because I've been talking to him about doing certain vehicles, and he's like, we don't have the tooling for that. Tooling costs a lot of money, and they won't. I'm like, yeah, okay. I learned a long time ago not to even get your hopes up, because Jamie is the crusher of dreams.
Here's a tip that for any of the model kit guys that are still hanging around. Here's a clue. One of the picks that we showed today is currently in development as a new model kit. Actually, more than one.
Lola?
In yours or in his? You don't have the computer anymore.
Let me put you this way. One of the cars we showed is in development as a model kit. How's that? That's what I meant.
Was it the car?
We do have the license for the car. We do an 18 scale model kit, die cast for that.
Die cast.
I need it in this size, man. I need it in this size.
Yeah, they should make one of that size. I'm not sure if we do or not. I'll pass that along.
Johnny Lightning, put it so I can put it next to my my Christine, man. I got that little Christine. I don't know what I do with it.
Yep. Big.
So they can go and murder spree together.
Force.
Because Car's the male and Christine's the female. They can go have little baby cars together.
Gotcha.
You know, running people over. Remember that old cartoon? The hot rod wanted to be like or the little coupe wanted to be a hot rod. Yeah, you don't remember that. Never mind. Do you have any pop culture knowledge at all? I like Millennium Falcon.
Yes, I have pop culture knowledge. I know what speed buggy is.
Oh, speed buggy. Yeah, okay.
I know what the
what about crazy
mystery machine?
Mystery machine is. See, yeah.
I know Captain Kirk is. Oh.
All right, we'll end the show on that note since I obviously don't have any pop culture knowledge to talk about on my own show about pop culture. That's why I
Captain
keep you guys
Crosby.
around. Keep one expert, one newbie, and I'm here stuck in the middle. Clowns to the left of me. What? How's it?
Clowns to, I don't know. Clowns to the left of me. Clowns to the right of me.
No.
Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
That's right.
Yes.
Thanks for reminding me.
I try
Yeah, we got to do that, or they won't subscribe. And if you want them to shut me up, just let them know, and then I won't be on the show anymore.
We couldn't do the show without you.
No.
That's it. Jokers to the right. Clowns to the left of me. Jokers to the right. I'm
Stuck in the middle with you. It's
Thanks, Rob.
Freeler Wheeler, or what is that? It's not Bob Dylan.
Put up a new wall this week, and it's basically just books I had pulled for my last time on Comigories. No other theme to it besides that. Just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, the Umbrella Academy?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. That's as exciting as you'll hear him. Heck yeah. Hey, Jamie, you like Umbrella Academy?
I do. We're getting ready to sign off, and you're the clearest you've looked all day.
I know.
Good. That's your fault.
All right.
Some people just can't get compliments too.
All right.
Like, subscribe, and
hit that notification bell. And remember, keep your priorities straight. Faith, family, comic books. We'll see you next time.